It came to my attention last year that most Gen Xers and baby boomers, most, not all of them, don't know anything about how they could get paid to create content for companies, or that companies are actually wanting to work with them as content creators. And it's a specific type of content. You don't need followers to do this. You don't need to be like some crazy big influencer. This is called UGC. It stands for user generated content. Basically, in a nutshell, companies need an alarming amount of content to post on their own social media accounts or to run as their own social media ads. So what UGC creators do is they get paid to create content for companies so that the companies can then take that content and use for their own purposes. The reason Gen Xers and baby boomers are in high demand and companies are wanting to work with you guys, there's a few reasons actually. By the way, my mom does this. She's 64 years old. She just landed a $525 UGC deal working with a hair care brand. So this is not like some weird thing I'm talking about. I've been doing this for 2.5 years. It replaced my 6-figure income back in 2023. So this is legit. But a few reasons why brands want to work with 40 and over, 50 and over, 60 and over, so many Gen Xers and boomers, is because number one, you guys have the biggest purchasing power, which means you as a Gen Xer or a baby boomer, your generations have typically the most money to spend on products and services as opposed to a 20-something-year-old, right? So it's not just 20-somethings doing this kind of stuff. I'm 34, been doing it for a while. So many people that I have taught how to do UGC are Gen Xers and boomers, thousands of people, and they're just crushing it. They're landing UGC deal after UGC deal. It's been so fun and making a good chunk of money doing it every month. So number one is the purchasing power. Number two, you guys bring life experience, right? So you've been through a lot in your life, right? You bring work experience. You bring maybe you've been a stay-at-home parent most of your adult life, and maybe now you're becoming an empty nester. You've been an empty nester for a while. You bring a lot of life experience that's relatable and genuine that a lot of people would connect with. So that is massive to brands. Third, you guys are pretty professional. It comes naturally to you. It's like a second nature type of thing to be professional, communicative, send things on time. Whereas a lot of brands that are working with influencers or maybe UGC creators, mostly maybe influencers, but 20-something-year-old influencers sometimes don't submit content on time, sometimes aren't the most responsive, whereas you guys, it's just of course I'm going to respond to this email, of course I'm going to send content within the span of a week because the brand asked me to, right? So brands love working with professional, mature people. It makes their lives easier, and if you can make their lives easier on the brand side, they're going to love you, and then they're going to want to work with you again, and you're going to make more money. So hopefully this makes sense. If it is making sense, type your current age in the comments. That would be so fun and also helpful for me to see your current age. If you're willing to share, I know a lot of people aren't willing to share their current age, but yeah, type your current age in the comments if this is making sense. Okay, also, if this is making sense and you want to get started with this, I've helped thousands of people start this, but I have a free checklist that will be so helpful to you if you do want to get started and you just want more information in a PDF format. You can even print it out if you want to. It's going to go through again what UGC is, so you really get it in your head, and then a checklist that goes through the steps to get started, as well as a 15-minute video lesson on how to actually pitch these companies, communicate with these companies, which you have to know if you're going to be a UGC creator. It's not super complicated, but knowing what to say in the emails that you send to companies and possibly DMs. I have all that inside the free checklist. If you pause this video, save it down here in the right-hand corner so you don't lose it, and go to my profile and click my Stand store link. It's just where I have all my UGC resources as well as my portfolio. But it'll be the second option, my free UGC checklist. Grab it. It is yours if you want it. Okay, so how to get started with this. Number one, you don't need crazy camera equipment or anything like that. You literally are just going to use your phone to film the videos and your phone to edit. That's what I do. again, been doing this a long time, right? So this is all I use typically when I do a UGC video content for a brand. I use my phone to film. I have an iPhone 15. I use my phone to film. I use a tripod, that tripod over there, to put my phone on, so it makes my life easier, so I don't have to have somebody filming for me and holding the camera. So tripod, your phone, tripod, and then maybe if you don't have like a lot of natural light in your home or wherever you're going to be filming, you're going to want some type of artificial light. So what I use is like a $15 selfie light that hooks onto, just like clips onto my tripod, and literally $15. Just because sometimes, like here, I'm in my office and I have really big windows in my office, which is great, but my home, it doesn't like always have the best natural light, and I live in Seattle and it's pretty gloomy like right now and most of the year. So having some type of artificial light is super helpful. Lighting is super important. So, and then you could use a microphone if you find your audio is kind of off, but you don't have to. I don't even use a microphone, and like, yeah, I just don't. So I don't need it. And then you're going to want to use CapCut to edit your videos. That's what I use, at least. You can use something like InShot. If you're worried about editing, just know that my mom is doing UGC now. She has zero experience in anything related to this. Like, think of the person who has the least amount of social media, content creation, filming, editing experience. That's my mom. She's been a nurse for over 40 years, raised 5 kids. I have 4 siblings. And so she has 16 grandkids. She had one picture on her Instagram account. So she literally did not know anything about this. She took my UGC course. I have a course I teach people like literally the ins and outs, everything visually, step by step, how to do this. But she took my course and she went through it and learned how to edit videos, how to film, how to edit videos, and she figured it out. Like, her first video was a little bit rough, and then the second video was so great, and it just, the more she practiced, like anything else you do in life, obviously, the better you're gonna get, right? So don't be so hard on yourself, and don't think like, oh my gosh, I'm not tech savvy enough, I'm not like social media savvy, or I can't edit videos because I've never done it before. Of course, like most people that start UGC and succeed at UGC, like they've never done this before. They're just willing to learn, right? So just a reminder, because I feel like people DM me all the time and say that they're so worried about that. So you can learn all this stuff. I can teach you. Other people can teach you. You can try to learn on your own, obviously. But you can learn it because you're smart and capable. And then you're going to want to use Canva typically for your portfolio. So you do want a portfolio. And that sounds like a scary, intimidating word to some people, and I get it. But it doesn't have to be. My goal is always to make things like less stressful for people. I've been really stressed at times in my life, and I hate being stressed, and I don't want you to be stressed if you're going to start something new and exciting and fun like UGC. So go to Canva, sign up for a free account, type in website portfolio, and choose a portfolio. If you want portfolios from me that are like literally done for you, that's inside my course. If you like courses, obviously that's the best way to learn from me, but you don't have to do that, obviously. But it's helpful to have some type of template, if you can find a template. But choose a template when you do search website portfolio. Choose one that you like. You're going to have to edit it a little bit, adjust it a little bit, put some pictures of you, maybe 1 or 2 pictures of you, a blurb about you, put your age for sure, like your generation. So in mine, I have millennial UGC creator underneath my name. You'll put Gen X UGC creator or baby boomer UGC creator like my mom has. Brands are literally searching for that on Google. I have a student of mine who put Gen X UGC creator in her portfolio, hit publish, and within days, like a few days, a Canadian agency was searching mature Gen X UGC creator on Google, and her portfolio literally popped up, and she landed UGC deal, started making money immediately. It was great. So that's happened like to several people, but just keep that in mind. Put your generation followed by UGC creator, and then focus on your video examples. You don't have to go crazy. You're literally just going to have 4 or 5 videos using products around your home to create video examples for. This is a really long video, and I'm running out of time, so I know that I'm jam-packing all the information in here, but if you're still here, fantastic. Type your current age if you haven't yet. That would be so great to see. And then grab my free checklist. It's going to help you so much. more than I can do in this rambling video. I hope if you are a Gen Xer or a baby boomer, you start UGC, because in a few months, you could be doing something completely different and exciting. So I hope this helps. Get started.